day to everyone. I'm Devi James Melchior, Senior Vice President Logistics, K-Indev Infra Private Limited. And with us today, it's a great honor for me. Mr. Pradeep Berde, Lead Logistics, L&T Energy Sector. Welcome, sir. It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And to start off, how do you think about the exhibition and what actually interested you to be a part of the CTL BHP exhibition as well?
See, this forum connects global leaders shaping logistics for the energy transition, and that's what is important for us.
Absolutely. So you being the industry expert in the energy sector, sir, what do you think are L&T's most formidable core strengths, especially in the sector and in relation to the exhibition that we are having as well?
See, we deliver the things that make India proud. Everybody looks into the L&T as we deliver complex energy infrastructure through strong engineering and disciplined execution.
So that is your formidable core energy that I think that you bring in, right?
Yes.
And you operate at massive scales, right? So what is the kind of diversified, in terms of project movements or in terms of logistics that you require from service providers such as us?
See, early planning and digital visibility enable reliable delivery of global energy projects, and that's what is important for us.
And what do you think that we can do as logistics service providers for you? What is your expectation of us?
We want sustainability. Basically, we look forward as a LSP. We look forward as a logistics service partners, not as a logistics service providers, so that partners can sustain for a long run with us, and so that we can bid together all the projects and get the market in counts.
That's the dream of every logistics service provider, to become partners with L&T.
But we account very few.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
it's quite tough to get in actually. You have a lot of different critical factors which any LSP has to qualify and get in. And what do you think are the most key factors or key metrics that you would look for any logistics service provider to become a partner with L&T?
Technically sound. It should be technically sound, then service bounded, and global focus. That's what is important. Then he should be trained with he should be a battle LSP, battle tackled LSP. That is what is important.
That's great, sir. That's great. So in terms of when we are talking about logistics service providers, right, what do you think are the biggest challenges that you are facing in India as well as overseas?
See, energy transition projects demand speed, heavy lift capacity, and resilience global supply channels.
So in terms of the geopolitical situation that's going on right now, because we are on the subject of challenges as well, and the current geopolitical situations and the various shipping turmoils that's going on in terms of freight rates, in terms of surcharges and all of these things that's actually happening, where do you think that L&T stands here?
See, this overall it is going to impact our project budget. Right now we have kept the patience for till 31st March. We are looking to get the rates changed because similar scenario happened when the Suez Canal and the Red Sea crisis happened. There also immediately the shippers, these carriers jacked up the prices, and that was the impact with almost minimum $1,000 and maximum $3,000. So in overall, that is for a single container. If you talk about in break bulk, it's always the inducement call. So whatever carriers demands, that we'll have to pay, and that overall it affects our project margins. And total global this scenario has affects project timelines, and in turn it makes us into the LD, late delivery charges by customer.
Okay.
So overall, it has a good breakage impact. But to tackle this, what we do is we implement. We don't look as this as a shipping failure. We look it as a project control. And we implement this from the initial stage in the project control only. And so the project plan is maintained accordingly.
Okay.
Because the project cargoes, like if you say vessels and big columns, these are manufactured by the equipment manufacturers, and any delay can impact their schedule. and if they fail to deliver on time, then our refineries or project sites get affected.
Okay.
So we'll have to take everything in this project planning and control. That is what we do. And this we have learned from the pandemic COVID-20 only.
Okay.
So this present crisis is one of the example which we can give to the people.
Okay.
But we have already learned from the past and has been implemented in the projects.
I think we've already been in one VUCA world. So to be in another, it's just a repetition of whatever lessons we have learned.
Yes.
Adjusted to what the geopolitical situations are going on right now.
Exactly.
When you're going into the tech and the digitalization part of it, what is the role for that L&T is looking forward to in terms of to leverage the opportunity that is currently there, and in terms of sustainability, in terms of circular economy, in terms of green logistics again, what is your take on that as well?
See, digitalization, I will say it has a good impact on the overall logistics improvement. Digital logistics improves efficiency while reducing cost, risk, and carbon impact as well.
So you're looking at seamless and paperless logistics as well, right, sir?
That's the benefit.
Great. In terms of policy and regulatory framework, sir, what do you think will benefit best for you? Because currently, the government is coming up with a lot of different regulatory reforms and frameworks, especially in terms of customs, in terms of DGFT, in terms of logistics per se. So that being said, what is your outlook on that? And how is your relationship with the policy makers that enables you to come up with new policies within your own company that enables to, kind of match with the logistics policy that the Indian government has come up with?
See, there was a situation when crisis used to happen based on the cost efficiency of the product, cost efficiency of the commodities, and overall market was to change. But the now scenario has changed. Now geopolitics has taken the place of that, which is major impact, because price change is happens sometimes, and the geopolitics can change anytime.
True.
Because it's man-made.
Yeah.
And regulatory systems, because of the geopolitics, we have to go with the policies if they are cutting down some countries for import or export. So we'll have to go with those flows. And even though we have developed some of the vendors in other countries, we cannot do that. So again, it impacts the overall flow. But going into the clear regulations and strong multimodal networks, these are critical for energy infrastructure worldwide. That is what we feel.
Got it. So we know that India is currently the 4th largest economy in the world, right? What is your outlook on our focus on becoming the 3rd largest economy in this world? And what do you think can be the steps for the next 5 to 10 years to achieve that, sir?
I will say energy transition will drive the India to the next levels. This is the boom of the market, and in fact Indian governments are also supporting. Worldwide it has been recognized. Everywhere we are the largest order takers in the Gulf countries for solar and wind power. So energy is going to be the boom for the next decades.
That's amazing, sir. But when we talk about energy, right, specifically in terms of green energy and sustainable energy, or the latest word being the renewable energy, and because you are also from a specialized sector, sir, what do you think are the challenges in adopting, complete renewable energy in India specifically?
It's a big, in fact, it's a new for us. Learn and earn. That is what everybody will be doing. And mistakes are happening, but we are trying to learn from the mistakes so that the innovation can happen. And that is what is the need of the energy transition.
That's great, sir. And specifically in the sector, we know that L&T is one of the forerunners in terms of the renewable energies. And why do you think it is so? And why do you think that you will also remain to be so in the next, till we become the developed country or even beyond that?
See, from the L&T perspective, if you see, in fact, government also demands from the L&T that we should fulfill the requirement of anything. They are looking L&T as a multi-product manufacturer.
True.
So the things which nobody can make, L&T can make. That is what the expectations are, and we are ready to accept everything. And that is the reason, if you see nuclear and defense deals, what has happened right now, we are not looking to the margins, but to the benefit of the country, which can make us proud everywhere. So that is the main intention, and that is what is sustaining us also in the market.
True, sir. That is the reason why all logistics service providers want to become partners with you.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, true. Thank you so much for your time, sir. I think we've had very insightful answers from you, and this also gives our viewers, a better idea as to what could be the best way in terms of being technically sound to be a partner for you to help you achieve your dream as well and achieve our dream as well. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you so
true.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
Thank
much.
you.